In today's video, we will talk about public versus private and what they really mean. So we have been working with public a lot, and we know what it means. It basically means that anything that is public, it can be accessed in the class as well as outside the class. So we can access it outside, and we will see how what is the importance of it. So as you know that public means any member can be accessed anywhere in the class, right? So now it can be accessed anywhere in the class, and the private means that instance variables can't be accessed out of the class, or functions can't be accessed out of the class. So let's see what we mean by that. So now this is my class, so let me get rid of it. So this is my student class. As you can see, for now everything inside it is public, right? So everything inside is public, but what happens if I make it private? So but let's see what public is. So let's suppose I create an object of the student class. I'm gonna call it S1 for now, and I've created. Now I have object to everything. I have access to everything in this class, since everything inside this class is public. These members are public, these functions are public, and these methods are public, which can be called as functions. So everything is public inside this class, so I can access it outside my class. So public means basically that you can access it outside the class, right? uh, let's see what happens now. So if I want to access anything, I want to say s1 dot. As you can see, now I can access its gp. I can assign it 1. Similarly, I can access the name. I can assign it I can assign Jake, and similarly I can access its methods like check status. So as you can see, I can access each and everything of this class, right? And now what happens if I make it private? So let's make everything private for now. So I'm gonna change I'm gonna replace each public with private. So here I'm gonna simply replace each private with public, and I'm gonna change each public with private. Here I'm gonna put private, and here I'm gonna put private, and basically here I'm gonna put private, and here I'm gonna put private. And this is just an modifier. This basically changes the access. Everything else will stay the same. It will only change the access. So now I made everything private. So right. So good so far. So now let's try to do something. So now I've created an object of the student class. Now if I write s1, as you see, I don't have any suggestions. These are not from my class, right? These don't belong to my class. And for example, I can't access the GPA now. Like as you can see, I access the GPA, but it is giving an error, right? It is giving me an error that it is not visible, right? As you can see, it is telling me that it is not visible. Similarly, I can't access any method. Like let's access check status, or let's check the sum method, which we worked with last video, and it is giving me the same error that it is not visible. So this is the issue with private. But but these members and functions can be accessed inside a class. For example, here I can access this dot gpa. For example, I can access this dot gpa. Now I have access to gpa. Similarly, I can access name. I can assign it like Jake. So here I can access these data members, right? Similarly, I can access these methods here. For example, here I can call enter data method. Actually, I have to use the this parameter. It is giving me an error since I don't have any parameters. Let's call another method like here. Let's call this dot print data. This dot print data. So as you can see, I can access them all inside the class but not outside. So as you can see, it is accessing. So this simply means that we are referring to the current object. So it will print data of the current object that is stored. For example, if our caller object is s1, then it will print data of s1. So so this is what I'm trying to illustrate, that private means that it can't be accessed outside of the class. So this was the main idea. And typically we set our very member function data members to private and our functions to public. So if you look at the source code of any class, we will see that those methods are public, and all data members are private. So now I'm gonna change the method to public. And I've changed all the data members to private. So now if I create an object, let's create an object. So as you can see, I can't access the data members, like I can't access the GPA. Similarly, I can't access the name. I can't access these data members since they are private. So it is a good practice to keep data members as private and functions and public. And I can access uh, the, let's say, function. So let's access the print data function. So now as you can see, I got access to the print data function. Similarly, I can access the, let's say, enter data function. So as you can see, I got access to all these functions, right? So here I'm gonna pass the name, number, and grade. So now this was how we deal with public and private. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching.